Yeah. It looks like Stats started, and I think Wardy is casting Stats' series versus DRG. Time versus True is starting, which is great, but it doesn't look like Kraden is casting that. It looks like he's waiting for another one. Unfortunately, True versus Time would be amazing to see.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, I hope it does get casted. If not by an English streamer, then by like Maddox at least. Hopefully he gets in there.
And he can translate the Banta.
Yeah.
And Light. How have we not casted these two particular players before on their main accounts? Because, man, it is a bit of a doozy here in the top right-hand corner of the map. Spotting in the top right-hand corner of Everdream, LE, ideally Edle. That's kind of like DDR, but not. We have the red Protoss. I actually have to mouse over to see which one it is. All the way from the land of Korea, he is the #1 fan of Mr. G Gemini himself. He is going to be representing Jiner Greenwings Jaguar, coming off of his TSL victory last night. Can he pull it off again today? We have Trap.
And as you were saying, here in the bottom left-hand corner of Everdream LE, we have his teammate, also representing Jiner Greenwings, also a barcode. We have the Korean Protoss Creator.
Creator!
So we've casted these two before. Unsurprisingly, Trap has come out on top, but again, these are teammates. They practice together quite often. There is a little bit of mind games. They do know their tendencies, so we could see Creator take it to Trap. And surprisingly, we didn't see this at all against Patience, but it looks like Creator is going for a proxy.
Interesting. He is giving the probe there.
Yeah,
it might just be one of those things where, okay, I know Trap, he's my teammate, I know, the disparity that we kind of have in skill at the moment. So I'm going to be trying to pull off all the stops. Creator, not really a player that's known for doing a lot of proxies, and if anyone knows that the most, it would be his teammate. So this could catch Trap off guard.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit on the block.
No, the probe does get in. He scouts everything. He sees that there is a pylon out on the map. Whether it's for a proxy, whether it's just a scouting pylon, hard to say, but he does know that something is out there.
Yep, he is going to be a little bit more vigilant now. With two Stalkers on the map, this might put Trap a little bit at ease, because, typically Stalkers are a little bit more gas heavy, so you'd be investing in something else, but that does not matter one bit, as Trap does not cancel the shade, but he is well aware that there is a Robo out on the map. I'm going to be preparing for that as best he can.
That was nicely done there by Trap. He was able to scout the Robo with his depths. He knows what is out on the map. He knows what Creator's doing. Now, how would he prepare himself for this, as he is already starting shield batteries?
Alright, this could end up either way. Trap, what I like about Trap right now is he is not overreacting to this at all. He knows Creator, he knows, oh yeah, it's a proxy on the map. I know that he knows that I know. Let's see how little I can get away with.
And I love what Trap's doing right now. He was trying to catch reinforcements, trying to catch units kind of on their own and try and pick them off before the push came in.
These Stalkers does start to get it.
Wow.
Before the Immortal is here to prevent anything else from happening.
Nicely done there by Trap. He was able to catch one of the Stalkers for an Adept. I do want to favor that trade. And now the Immortal's a little bit out of position, so this pylon could go down as well.
That indeed it can. Probably will, to be honest.
Yeah. Now with the Immortal, with the army of Trap out here.
Game's over. Does not much to get out.
And
but
now Creator's kind of on the... Yeah, Creator, he's kind of on the back foot. Like, I'm sure he started this off wanting to be aggressive, and now he is on the defensive. He's going to have to try and hold on to his natural. He cancels his natural, actually.
Yep, but he is still setting up a defensive position down there. As well as you can't really cancel a shield battery once it's already complete, so he's just trying to reinforce that point and make sure that it doesn't go to waste. Might not be the best course of action, though. The SimCity, not quite there. Trap has an army that Creator can beat, but it's also an army that can definitely snowball very, very quickly for
Creator.
Trap. It does actually get caught out. The shield battery was not enough. GG is called, and in a very quick game number 1, Trap gonna be able to take it home.
Yeah, that was really nicely played there. Using those force fields to trap that immortal, if you will. And yeah, without a War Prism, your high-tech units, your units in general, are actually pretty vulnerable in the early game. So yeah, that was really nicely done there by Trap. He kind of took control of that game completely. Like, he was catching reinforcements, he was able to scout and take out the proxy as well. Like, that was impressive.
I am nodding my head in agreement there.
Yeah, and we are going to be heading into game number 2 between these two players. We'll see if Creator, if he decides to go for another proxy. Again, that was the first time we saw him proxy in the PvP. Didn't see that from him at all against Patience. And we'll see if he tries it again or if he tries his more standard play.
Dark Shrine. And speaking of standard play, we are now here in Nightshade LE, otherwise known as Belladonna. We're in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, spawning in the bottom right-hand of the map. It is going to be a red Protoss all the way from the land of Korea. He is the man with the plan. He is the wing commander himself, representing Jin Air Greenwing, so he's the wing commander, so he's kind of like a captain-ish, if you will, or I mean commander. Jaguar. We have Trap.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of we have the Korean Protoss player, as I was maybe a little bit roboted there for a minute, but I should be fine now.
No, I just skipped over it.
We have representing Jin Air Greenwings, it is Creator.
Now, what are we gonna see coming out? Trap, he's being a little bit vigilant with his probe. Could get a spotter or a proxy pylon out. We never know. It does look like he's planning to get one of them out. There's the pylon. Typically in that location, gonna be using it more of a spotter, as Trap does move away with his probe.
Yeah, it is a nice spotter pylon, especially if there is a proxy in the lower left-hand corner, or even if there aren't proxies, it's nice to spot either Stargate units or War Prism coming from that direction.
Mirror line.
Yeah. Creator trying to be a little bit annoying there for his opponent, and this time there is no probe out on the map for Creator. It does seem to run into Trap, but I think it's a little bit too late for a proxy, right?
But yeah, I would say so. Could just be checking the peripheries of his base, just trying to see if there are any proxies coming out from Trap. He did see SOS a little bit close to him before this map started, so
yeah, he saw SOS, snooping around the desk. Yeah, that's gonna raise alarms there. Understandable, to say the least.
It's like, I don't even need to talk. I just need to be in the... Why is that my voice for SOS?
He's scheming. He's conniving.
That's how he does it.
That's what he's become. As once again, he's actually stopping the pylon block.
Very nicely, well thought out here from Trap. Will be able to get these adepts in, and they are wreaking havoc. They are under a lot of fire now from the Stalkers, but they're already getting 5 probes. 5 probes with 2 adepts. That is huge damage this early in the
Oh
game.
my god. Yeah, in the blink of an eye, 5 workers went down, and that was really nicely done there by Trap. I saw what was happening, I could barely get it out. I was like, oh my god, he's doing something amazing. Creator.
I was like, wait, is this happening? Is this happening? No, what? It's one of those small things which just, yeah, really well thought out that really does change how things play out.
Yeah, it's so cool as well because you rarely see that here in the PvP. You see it kind of more often against Terran, you know, like with a unit like on top of the depot stopping it from lifting, or underneath a building from landing for an add-on. That was kind of the equivalent here in the PvP, and yeah, that was really nicely done.
Yeah, probes are the depots of Protoss. I bet you didn't know that one.
Yeah.
In a way, anyway.
in a way, they definitely are. You know, like basically working as a wall. Instead of lifting and raising, they throw something down and then cancel it. But yeah, that was nicely done. And Creator, I believe he was the first to expand and get his natural up and running. He is, you know, still trying to catch up though, as he did lose 5 workers to begin with. So, you know, had to work a little bit more on his worker production. Again, these Adepts, they are trying to shark around, trying to find an angle in.
Oh, they actually get the kill. They actually get the kill on top of that pylon. That was just a little bit too late there by Creator, and now, once again, a massive deja vu. A lot of them are actually starting to brute force some of these Stalkers, but they are going on to much juicier targets. Only 2 of them do survive in the end, but 8 probes? 8 probes is not even done for Trap. He is picking up with his Warp Prism. This is Trap really asserting himself, really establishing the pace of the game.
That was insane. Like, I'm sure in a split second, as he saw the timing of that pylon, he knew that he had enough DPS to take it down in one shot. He was able to take down that pylon, rush in forward, and kill 8 workers. My
Insane.
God. Jesus
Split
Christ.
second decisions. And you know, it's one of those things as well where if Creator was just a second quicker on that, potentially he would have been able to have
more health.
Exactly, would have had more health. It probably wouldn't have been one shot, and you know, even if Trap was able to break that down, these Stalkers would have probably cleaned out a good amount of them.
Yeah, so much can happen in such a short period of time, and again, that was well done by Trap. He just keeps finding these ways in, just finding these ways to deal more and more economic damage, and we'll see how this escalates as Trap, he is committing to these Adepts, he is getting his glaives, he is looking to go Mass Adepts and pounce upon the army of Creator. Meanwhile, Creator, he does have Blink and Stalkers, they can trade relatively well against Adepts, but like with his economy taking so many hits, it's gonna be a rough
pylon. Yeah, Creator really, if you look at the unit's last step, should have been up 13 probes in this game. But now they're just even. And on top of that, you know, even though they are even though it looks like Creator has been able to recover 1, that's like that's about 1,000 minerals lost. But 2, it does cut into his army supply quite a bit.
It does, especially when it comes to the Immortal count. There are 2 Immortals here for Trap. Creator is working on his first Immortal. He only has nothing but Stalkers.
He does a Blink, and if he's able to pounce it out of his Warp Prism, should have enough to deal with that, but not going to be the case here. Very good force fields coming out from Trap. Does manage to isolate a lot of these units. Unfortunately, they are isolated with shield batteries and with cannons, but it does make it a little bit harder for Trap to bust on through.
Yeah, I will say that Creator, he has done a good job at setting up himself defensively. He does have a good number of cannons and shield batteries. Will it be enough? He has 1 Immortal now. He's working on the Disruptor.
And let's see. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Creator not going to be... he is setting himself up to get a natural concave. Trap just cannot really split his forces right now. He has to go in one sort of position. Our Disruptors out, as you said. A little bit isolated, which is unfortunate, but now that they're out, time to see what these Purification Novas can really do. One of them does go out, but hot pickup coming out from Trap. And now we're fighting on even ground.
Yeah, I do want to give the edge to Creator just because without Blink Stalkers, like it's a little more difficult to maneuver Trap's army to split against those disruptor shots. I was about to say that, but then we saw him with amazing Warp Prism Micro pick up his units and didn't lose anything to the first shot.
Hot pick up. And now again, yeah, Trap has sort of realized, oh, you're getting disruptors now. I do not have Blink. But you know what? I'm not gonna get Blink. I'm just gonna get to the next phase of the game, where basically everything I got will counter whatever you have if you give me the time to build that up, which Creator army forced back to deal with 2 adepts.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried. I feel like Creator, he should be pressing the issue right now, especially because Creator, he is still on 2 bases. Trap, he is taking his 3rd behind this. So Creator, with the amount of disruptors that he has, and his disruptor count is getting higher and higher, I do kind of favor him. It is going to be very difficult for Trap to micro and split with just War Prism. I say that though,
but controlling them with Phoenixes?
Exactly. There's a reason why they call him the Wing Commander. He's got Phoenixes on the way, and they're going to be able to CC those disruptors. It's going to be on Creator to try and protect his disruptors from those with his Stalkers.
It will. These Immortals are so exposed right now. I think you can hear it in my voice there as well. I genuinely worry.
Yeah. I mean, again, War Prism Micro is pretty good, as we do have the Phoenixes diving in.
And they will manage to lift up quite a number of these disruptors of Purification Novas, and yeah, they're just about useless now. Trap once again diving in with his Immortals, the direct counter to the army that Creator's got now.
Yeah, and he's pushing through. He just has too many Immortals.
GG. Trap gonna be taking out his teammate to advance to the semifinals.
Yeah.
The first semifinalist of the evening.
Oh my god, that was clean. That was crisp. That was dominant. Trap. That was hot.
Now you understand Gemini.
Oof, yeah, he was looking really good in that PvP. And we'll see if that comes into play later on. You know, we do have stats in the lower bracket. He is still playing against DRG in their best of 3. Meanwhile, in the upper bracket, Zest is also still in the tournament. He's going up against Bunny. Again, these trifecta of Protoss, they are known, especially in recent times, to play in these ESL Cups, and they do go back and forth, and they do meet each other in the semis and potential finals. So we'll see what happens between them. Zest, though, he's got quite a lot of like players to work through, like Terran and Zerg.
Yeah, mostly Terran for the time being, as he is up against Buddy, one of the most, at the very least, exciting TPP players out there. He is a master of those drops. That's why he called himself Buddy, because he learned how to buddy hop.
Exactly. As I'm gonna just let everyone know, Enki is joining us. He is not in the car.
Oh, it's okay.
He is the Spanish caster. He's one of many Spanish casters. He actually casts GSL in Spanish, which is really cool to see. Yeah, he's the official Spanish stream for Africa. And yeah, he has joined us here to provide some Spanish casting for ESL Open Cup Asia. It's cool to see. We don't really see him too often. Typically for the Spanish casts for ESL Open Cup Asia, we see Aquario. He usually covers it, but yeah, now that
well, I guess
now that the days have changed, it looks like Aquario he isn't able to show up, and we have Enki instead.
Yeah, well, can we have another moment of silence for our fallen Latin American people who can no longer sign up for ESL Pro Tour Open Cup Asia? Jim Rising being probably the biggest casualty there, but Aquario as well, and the Brazilian caster, whose name escapes me.
There's a couple. There's Cosmos, there's Vicentin, there's Gustavo.
I think it was, yeah. Well, anyway, none of them are. None of them are able to cast Pro Tour Open Cup Asia anymore. So let's moment of silence that is not silent.
Yeah, unfortunately. Jim Rising, he used to be a regular. He's one of the players who would sign up every single week. It was amazing to see. He even made it
And
to the
we
semis
always
one
yell
week.
at him for not signing
Yeah,
up for Battle of the Americas.
yeah. Um, so it is a little bit of a shame. You know, we win some, we lose some. Due to changes, we've lost Jim, we've lost Aquario, we've gained Enki. So, yeah, give and take a little bit.
That's what, that's what efficient trading is like. You gotta give, you gotta take. By the end, you gotta trade.
Uh-huh.